Want me to do you want me to introduce like
Yep, it's all you, and we are all live. Your show, DM.
okay. Hi, I'm George or Hero, he him. And I'll be running this off-week adventure of Call of Cthulhu, The Passenger from Rome. And yeah, let's meet our investigators and players tonight.
Hey, everybody, I'm Groupie. Tonight I am playing Tomas Cavarero again. He's little known fact, almost Portuguese born, but mostly raised in Chicago. But he gets around. He's always trying to work out the union, and I believe I am here with some old friends.
Indeed, you are. Hello, everybody. My name is Jim. Pronouns he, him, just like my investigator, who you may remember, Jack Molinaro, the Italian-American boxer from Hoboken, New Jersey, who's very excited because he just got to go to the Vatican and drop off a really cool book.
It's your boy Picta. I'm playing the bombshell brainy Jeanette P. Abernathy. And yeah, she's pretty other than her right shoulder where she accidentally got shot last game with a shotgun by one of my compatriots.
And
I'm so upset about that.
Whoops.
Speaking of your last game, is anyone's sanity under 30?
Not even close.
Okay, good.
I think we're all mid to lower 90s.
I am still in the 90s.
We're gonna have to do something about that.
Joy.
Did you take the sanity points off of that last deduction at the end? It was like negative 13 points or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Or like doing the spell or something.
No, because we didn't send the monster back to its plane. I think we got penalized for that, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I can do that. Gets me down to a nice flat 80.
I think that puts me at 80 as well. Let me double check. Oh no, I did do it. I'm already at 80. I know I was like 93 for the longest time, so.
All right. Well, let's begin. The Passenger from Rome. The year is 1925 and international commercial flights have just begun. The influential enjoy traveling Europe with ease, getting from London to Paris in a day. Sadly, though, many of the flights never reach their destinations. Airways International offers the most luxurious flights across Europe. They're based in London, UK, with flights to Paris, Barcelona, that's pretty close to where you want to go, Rome, Athens, and all the way to Constantinople. Please enjoy their silver service pass for just a few more, or for just a small fee, where you will be provided drinks and meals with lush seating. Airways International is the only international airlines of never mind. Today's is the only international airlines that's whatever. Today you're traveling on flight 013.24 to Paris from Aeroporti di Roma in Rome, or just outside of Rome, we'll get to that, where you can enjoy your morning coffee and a meal at the cafe, shop for local novelties at the gift shop, even watch a motion picture about your destination and other destinations at the Nickelodeon. And we pick up Just after dawn, you all are friends taking a taxi out of Rome after yesterday delivering the book to the Vatican, and are heading west out of Rome towards the aeroporti. Dawn continues to rise ahead of you as you leave the city behind you and approach the airport. It is a simple rectangular prism of a building with glass entry or glass windows and doors lining the front of it. As you pull in to the roundabout in front of it, you can see that there is a dark, luxurious vehicle behind you. Pulling in behind you, you were let out and going inside. You can see, of course, the gift shop to your right. There's a couple of public bathrooms right there next to it. Directly across from you, in the plaza or inside the building, is the Nickelodeon, which is a kind of hexagonal booth that can fit about 2 people in it. And then beyond that is the terminal where you would sit. There's some the material tweed. These thick tweed seats on like lead pipes for the terminal, with one clerk working the kind of counter in the center of the sitting area, and then beyond, massive 20-foot windows out to the air. How did I forget what they're called?
Terminal?
No. The runways. Massive glass out where you look out from the terminal to the runways. You can see around the runways there are hundreds, if not thousands, of planes parked in the grassy fields. You do see one plane, a silvery plane with Airways International painted on the side of it, and some numbers under that for its plane number. Outside with a man in a thick brown pilot's jacket and cap with going over the plane, seemingly. To your left, immediately, is a cigarette machine, and then a newspaper bin. It's not a full newspaper, right? But anyway, 3 mini newspapers, and then the cafe, right, which is a fully stocked cafe. Yeah.
As we
getting out of the go ahead. Sorry.
As we go to step out of the car, I'm going to do either odds and even or rock, paper, scissors with Jack to see who's helping Jeanette with her luggage.
Which one are we doing?
Whichever.
Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3, go. 1.
Ah, shit. Will you grab me a pack of smokes out of the thing over there?
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
I'll go ahead and help Jeanette with her luggage.
Like 4 bags.
I said help.
I'm gonna go get some smokes. I set my other luggage down. You be a sweetie and just hang out here for just a moment. Do you need anything?
I got him. He wants a pack for himself.
Oh, that's no problem.
I'll also make sure whoever drove us there, gets a tip before he heads off, and kind of eyeball that big black shiny car behind us.
Mm-hmm. Your driver pulls away with their vehicle, a big black shiny car pulls up. A fully formally dressed chauffeur steps out of the front and opens the back door. A corpulent couple, a large man and woman, well dressed, and they seem to. The woman gives you an evil eye, Tomas, and the man is. Do any of your characters speak French? As he starts speaking to the chauffeur, who is oui, and kind of quickly goes about closing the door and going to the boot.
So I
get there.
might speak French. One of the big defining characteristics for Tomas is he's just got a handful of languages that he speaks some of. I think last game we did it as a luck roll to see if I would know Latin. So I can try a luck roll to see if I know French if you want.
Sure, that sounds great.
Fuck yeah.
You all can if you want. Or an education roll, maybe.
I did not make either one of those.
Okay, yeah, I think education roll might be better.
Let's have fun with this. Let's try it.
Can I try too?
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
just barely made the education roll. I was looking at intelligence.
Nice.
And I did with a 39.
Nice.
I have 57 education, and I rolled a 49. So I speak
Nice.
Italian. I guess I speak Italian and French.
Nice. So he is berating him for the wait. And he complains about your driver and all of you in your group and the luggage that you're carrying in and the woman that just left you alone with the luggage and going in. All to his driver in a way that blames the driver. It's it's just degrading and mean, but blaming him for everything that's happened this morning.
Like to stand next to the luggage because I'm not carrying all 4 bags by myself. I'm waiting on somebody to get back. But if they pass by me, I'd like to say something.
Oh, that was later. Anyway, you'd like to say something to them?
Yeah.
Okay. The woman is already making it her way for the door. The husband is waddling after her as the chauffeur starts to clear the boot of luggage.
As the husband goes to walk past, Merda. Merda said, chaussure. And tell him that he has shit on his shoe.
He'll reply, of course, in French, though. I speak very little French nowadays. So I'm just doing English. Screw it.
Yeah, you can just tell what he says.
This, it is better than being a piece of shit and holding up and being on everyone's shoe. And he will scrape his foot along the gravel, or the side or concrete sidewalk outside out front of the airport, and walk in. No shit comes off. He has no shit on his shoe.
Nah.
I'm gonna snag one of those magazine things or the little mini newspaper.
I think I would grab one too and make sure I get Tomas's pack of smokes.
Okay.
And if on our way back, I'll just I'm assuming we would come back at like the end and just see the large man walking away, and I'll just go to Tomas. Making friends here?
Everywhere I go.
Just a reminder, we're still in Rome. Be a little careful about the I don't know if you know this, but about maybe 3-4 years ago, new guy in power, not too fond of union types.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly talking politics with the guy.
I overheard. We have a word for people like this in Italian. Peso novante. You ever hear that one?
That was a new one.
Means big shot. Someone thinks who the hell they are.
Yeah, I just call him fat.
Yeah, well. Yeah, with the food in France, I can't really blame them. Although, food here was amazing.
Oh my God, that dinner last night. It's too full for breakfast. Did you get my smokes?
Right here.
Cool. Put those in and grab a couple of bags and look around for Jeanette.
I make my way kind of reading and kind of like shuffling through the crowd.
Yep. And head your way. There was a check-in of some sort that you said we saw?
Yes. A counter with a man wearing a light suit. Yes. Very much. Also, as you look over, the top stories are that Tsar Boris III has escaped an assassination. James Rockefeller married Nancy Carnegie. And there was an attack on Saint, I'm going to get this wrong, Nedelia Church? Okay. In Agoria. Anyway. I think super important. The German repeat murderer Franz Hermann was convicted yesterday. Well, yeah. As y'all are hanging out, the couple passes you and goes towards the cafe. You can see also there is another woman in the cafe. She looks to be dressed as a stewardess in a silverish uniform with a hat on the bar of the diner. That is clearly a stewardess hat with her hair done up and all that stuff ready for it. What else is there? Oh, you can see that there is a man in the gift shop buying stuff, and a large dark-skinned man with a heavy dark beard and a what are they called? Turban? The turbans, walks out with a saber on his side, walks out of the public bathroom, and goes towards the counter. No one seems to be in the Nickelodeon.
If I got the tickets, if you got the tickets,
I think you got the tickets. You wouldn't let me carry the tickets.
all right. I got them here somewhere. Hold on. I'm gonna find our tickets while we're heading up to the counter.
You know, part of me feels bad. I didn't buy my mom anything from the gift shop. Then I realized I got the rosary blessed by the Pope himself. I think, like, I could buy her the damn gift shop at this point, and she wouldn't care. She just, they just kill like dust. But the rosary from the Pope, oh my goodness.
You'll be lucky if she don't have a heart attack. You'll kill her with the rosary blessed by the Pope.
Yeah. Hey, if that's what finally gets her, I might be thankful considering all the other hell I put it through when I was a kid.
Ah, tickets. Got them.
All right. You hear the man check in. They're speaking Italian. Do you speak Italian?
I would assume I speak Italian because, Italian American, off the boat parents. I would assume I know a little bit.
Sure. I mean, if you say your character does, that's fine. I'm totally cool with it.
So yeah, he speaks Italian.
Okay. But yeah, you can see that they're speaking Italian at the counter. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the Arab man. He is speaking French to the clerk.
Okay.
But seems to go over, gets his ticket stamped, takes it, puts it back in his suit, and then goes and sits down. He kind of sits as far away from the diner as he can. He doesn't seem to like the smell of it.
I will make sure that we're all checked in. I'm assuming that the boarding official speaks Italian, so I would go into Italian, just explaining where we are, here are our tickets, etc.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be another 20 to 30 minutes, the captain says, and then we'll start the boarding process. And he'll stamp all 3 of the tickets and hand them back to you.
Grazie.
Hey, Jack.
There you go.
Ask him if we can check some of these bags or if I got to carry them on myself.
I'll relay the message.
Yeah, you can check your bags. Absolutely.
Awesome.
There's a compartment in the back of the plane for luggage.
I'm going to light my load to this attendant and be like, all right, I'm going to take a minute, go smoke a cigarette, and check out that Nickelodeon I saw over there. Did you see these things yet?
What, Nickelodeons?
Yeah, I love these things.
I saw one. I don't think, between you and me, I don't think the moving pictures thing is going to catch on,
Ah, you're wrong. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
I'll tell you, flying's going to be the way of the future. That one, I think you're right. We had that discussion the other night. That one, I think you're right on.
I think they got it wrong with the airplanes. I think it's going to be the Zeppelins. Just such a nice way to fly.
Yeah, it's too slow. It's too slow.
That's what I was thinking. Too much. I mean, just look at them. They're gigantic. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. The plane ain't that much small, but nah, I think it's gonna be a plane over the Zeppelin. Don't get me wrong. Zeppelins are gonna be fine, but
You got your nice slow luxury ride, and then you got your trying to get somewhere. There's always room for everybody to make a buck. All right, I'll be back in a minute, and I'm going to head over to the Nickelodeon and check it out.
Okay. Yeah, it has going inside. It is playing soft music as you see a black and white, grainy, jumpy film of what looks to be a plane's point of view flying into London. And then it kind of has a few of London's locations, like there's the London Bridge, there's the Westminster Abbey, and all the other places. Kind of give you a few different views of it so that you know it's a moving picture. There's people on the streets around the locations and stuff like that. And then it kind of has a view as if it's taking off from London, and the music shifts a little bit as it moves into landing in Paris, and and a few historical places there that it plays through, so forth and so on. Barcelona, and then Rome, and Athens and Constantinople. But overall, it's a good, 20 some odd minute cut of film.
I'll probably only hang around for about 10 minutes of it, and then go find my group again.
while he's doing that just to kill the time, I think I'd go towards the cafe, and I'd let Tomas know that I'm going to go to the cafe, and I'd get myself a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm. There's one complimentary cup.
I'll most definitely join you on that one, and get something to eat.
Okay. Their big one is a plate of ham, eggs, cheese, and some sort of bread roll.
Sweet.
They also have brisket or biscotti, and mess up all these things. They've got pies and cakes and yogurt and griddle. A whole bunch of other things I can't pronounce that I wrote down.
Cannoli, tiramisu, eclair,
Crepes.
crepes.
I think Jeanette would like crepes, so I think she's gonna get some crepes and just hang out, drink a coffee, and eat crepes.
Okay. As you're leaving the Nickelodeon, and approaching the diner, following them to the diner. I'll get your names, Tomas. You notice the guy that was in the gift shop is now going into the Nickelodeon with like the bag of stuff. By the time you get into the diner and take a seat and look back, he's coming out with like this scarf and hat and what else? And sunglasses on. Goes and talks to the clerk immediately.
All right. I'll clock that, but keep it under my hat.
Also, in the diner are the French couple, the overweight French couple. They are whispering. They have a better crepe. I've shot a better crepe than this, and they call this yogurt. You should call it porridge, peach porridge, all this other stuff, and but they eat it regardless. They just complain about it the whole time. Oh, oh, that's right.
I don't think I'm gonna sit and listen to that. Let me borrow that paper. I'm gonna go sit over by the windows.
Okay.
And
Um,
believe the gentleman with the turban. And did I hear correctly? He has a sword on his side.
yes, this is a curved scimitar.
Right on. Brings me to my next question that I meant to ask earlier in the day. Do I have my revolver on me?
Um, do you?
I do now. If he's got a sword, I want a gun. Damn it.
Well, I mean,
Not sure, like how heavy the regulations were on that sort of stuff in the 20s.
I don't
well,
think
you're not.
that regulated at that point in time.
How things
Yeah,
have
but
changed.
you're still not gonna walk around with a gun probably on your belt
I'll say it's
without
in
getting
the
stopped
bag
by
that I
the
checked.
police or something, or the policia.
Yeah, I'll say it's in the bag that I checked.
Well,
But I'll
just
take the paper and go sit down. Not right next to the dude, give him a little bit of space, but like in eye line with him and everything. Open up my paper and sit there and read it.
just to play off the weaponry, I'd assume my baseball bat would be in my luggage, but my brass knuckles would be in my pocket.
Mm.
I'm assuming that I'm wearing some kind of coat where it could be like no one's going to take notice that there's a gigantic bulge or anything like that in the pocket, so I could just slip them on when I want to. But baseball bat slightly more noticeable.
I don't know how you got it to fit in your luggage.
I have my ways.
As you take that seat close to him, he turns and smiles at you with a broad smile and nods and says, "Buongiorno."
Buongiorno. And in French, because I believe you said he was speaking French earlier, I'll ask him where he's headed.
Back in French, he says, "I am returning home from a business trip, or I'm setting off from home on a business trip." What am I doing in Russian? I am from Egypt, and I am coming from there to a real estate business for my pasha in London.
Real estate. Very nice. And I'll go back to reading my paper.
Okay, he turns and looks out at the pilot working, and you can see he's attaching a new collection bin for the toilet on the plane. Y'all are enjoying your food. Eventually, the woman that's dressed as a stewardess in a silver, form-fitting outfit with shoulder pads and short sleeves and a short skirt stands, thanks the cook or the clerk, the diner clerk, and gives a small tip, lights a cigarette and puts on her hat and then lights a cigarette, and walks out towards the airplane as more and more light is being shed over the peninsula of Italy from the morning.
While we're at the table, Jeanette, I have to tell you what one of my good buddies once told me. Maybe I'd like a woman's perspective on this one.
Hey, go ahead.
All right, so I know everybody smokes, right? Everybody and the grandmother smokes at this point. I never did. I never got into that. The one time I tried it, my mother beat me so bad I couldn't stand straight. So here's what he said to me. Says, Jack, I know you don't smoke, but always carry a lighter on you. And I asked him, why should I always carry a lighter? And he said to me, because you never know when you're going to run into a nice girl who can't light a cigarette, and that could be your in. What do you think?
Well, I don't think lighting a cigarette is the term that's going to get into most women's pants. But the shivery part of that is this aspect of having that ready. And showing that you're a very well-prepared man who is also susceptible to kind gestures to others.
I mean, look, I'll be honest. Where I come from, most people, you want to say hello, it's fuck you. You want to say goodbye, it's go fuck yourself. But you never know. I'm trying to. What's a good way to say this? Be a more friendly individual. Because if somebody tries to mess with me, let's be honest, one good right cross to the jaw, and most of them are going to be flat on their back. But then again,
or you can catch them on fire, obviously, because you have a lighter.
Yeah, I suppose that. Suppose I could do, but with my experience, just most people, in my experience, they talk a big game, but the second you find somebody who can step up against them, they back down real quick. Most people who want to start trouble, they want to start it, but they don't want to follow through what you got to do afterwards. I learned that. The one time I stood up to somebody back when I was in 5th grade. And don't get me wrong, I don't start anything with people, but having a few conversations I finished just by saying, let's go. And that's, I know, right. I just started this whole conversation about trying to be nice, and here I am looking like a brute.
Well, where I'm from, we do the opposite. So most people don't even know the proper sentence structure to actually convey a thought verbally, but we'll gloss over that for now.
I think, just from being here, I think we've learned that some things are universal. The middle finger, a wad of cash, and maybe a cigarette.
I'm gonna pass a cigarette.
No cigarette. I'll refuse. Do I notice anything out of the ordinary, or everything seems straightforward as I'm just looking around?
Looking around, you notice that that man that came out of the Nickelodeon with the short brimmed hat and sunglasses and scarf he had just bought he is wearing a dark, seemingly black outfit. Kind of looks like a priest's clothing, but you don't see any white or any kind of official markings. But it's just a dark suit. He's been pacing for a bit after Tomas sit down. He's been pacing since about then, and now he's going outside and talking to the stewardess and pilot, seemingly very anxious. You can also see that the French couple is wrapping up their meal, sliding out of their booth and paying for it without any tip or anything, and going to the check-in.
Can I go talk to the pacing man?
Mm-hmm. He's outside now.
Yep.
He has gone out back to the airplane as it's being prepared.
Okay. I will excuse myself from Jeanette, and I'm gonna go walk by him because he seems suspicious.
You would basically be leaving and walking out of the airport, completely leaving from the
then
cafe, going out into the center of it, and then out back of it.
Do I want? I don't want to do that. All right, I'll just do what Tomas said. I'll kind of make a note of him, just to remember for later, and just like kind of keep an eye on him.
Would Jeanette be picking up on anything that feels unfamiliar and like off about today?
I don't know. Is there kind of like a role for that?
That'd be like an
Idea check, right? Perception. Huh?
That'd be a spot hidden? No, that would be a spot. What about natural world? Because that kind of people being natural animals. Maybe I can get a sensation or see if I can get a feeling off of them. Maybe. I know it'd be a stretch, but if not, that's fine.
I'm not sure. Maybe psychology. Natural world. I don't know any of this.
Well, I got some points in psychology.
Yeah. Let's try a psychology as you kind of try to read the situation, I guess.
Nope, I failed it.
Okay.
72 episodes.
You do not know what's going on. You don't have a strong idea of anything being off. That guy clearly seems anxious. Not sure why. Could be a ton of reasons. I mean, there are hundreds of reasons to be anxious about getting in an airplane. Certainly in 1925. I mean, it's mostly cardboard with a tin frame. It's not great, y'all.
It's plywood canvas. I got you.
It's like plywood for real. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, anything you want to do? Boarding call happens about 5 minutes before it's probably your takeoff at 8:15 or whatever, or 7:15 or whatever it is. Is the boarding call. The large red-skinned man gets up with his saber and walks out to the plane. You can see that the man in that time he's been out there, the one with the hat and the scarf and glasses, he has been making sure that he's keeping his large travel bag close. He's making sure that he can get it into the plane and keep it in his lap while he's in the cabin. That's what it's called, right? Yeah.
As soon as they give that boarding call, and my friend from Egypt stands up to leave, I'll go ahead and get up, head to party, return the paper. Sounds like they're ready to board.
Yeah.
See y'all on there. You gonna finish your coffee first?
I'm just gonna show the empty cup.
Hey, there you go. Good timing.
I'm just gonna bring it with me.
Hey, y'all notice that guy in the dark suit over there? The kind of guy looks.
Dude all wrapped up like a mummy?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like them. I don't know why, but I don't like them.
We used to have a guy around our town growing up who would dress like that, but then he would just go around flashing the ladies. So
I think this guy has more layers on than that. It's
I
all
think
right. As long as you don't have to sit next to him, shouldn't be a problem. And I'm start heading towards the plane.
as long as you don't got any weird rocks in his bag. I've seen enough of those to last me a lifetime.
don't remind me. Damn rocks got me shot.
Jeanette, I'm sorry about your shoulder.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad about the rocks.
I feel bad. You keep bringing it up.
Well, you ruined my perfectly beautiful, flawless alabaster skin with your bang stick. I'm going to be upset for a while for that.
By this time, the French couple has pushed their way to the front of the line to get in first. They apparently have the silver service pass.
I'd whisper to Tomas, just so Jeanette could hear us too, but just sort of like, I'd pay you to trip one of them, but we'd probably be here for another friggin' hour.
Do you want them to argue? I can make them argue.
Oh, I know you can make them argue, but it ain't gonna be worth it. Like I said, I want to get on this plane and get out of here.
Yeah, wait till we're on the plane, Jeanette.
The man with the hat, the scarf, and the glasses was the first on the plane. He was on it before the boarding car went out in the terminal. Went out in the terminal. But yes, the French couple is on. The man with the saber and turban is very fine with all of you going before him, seemingly. And then, the stewardess seems to be British. You can hear her accent as she welcomes you all in French and Italian onto the airplane. And so there are 8 seats in the passenger cabin. The first 2 on the left and the right, there's a center aisle. On the left and the right have a wooden frame around the seats and have plusher cushions. Right, the French couple is sitting there. The next 2 seats, or the rest of the seats, are pretty standard kind of aluminum-ish. Aluminum was fairly expensive back then. Only 10 chairs bolted to the frame of the airplane. Everything in here is darkly covered, mostly in darker blue hues of blue. The curtains are a lighter blue so that the sun can come through them, be dispersed, or dampened. And then they all have cushions, right, for the back and the seats of them, but they're definitely not as plush and nice. All of them look to have a wool upholstery to them. And then behind the seats, at the back end of the plane, is the bathroom, which is accessible from the cab. And then behind that is the, what's it called? The storage area? I've forgotten what it's called on the plane. And that is not accessible from, unless you go through the plywood wall between the bathroom and it. Anyway, maybe that'll come in useful or not. Opposite, at the front of the plane, you've got a very small cockpit, where on the left the pilot sits, on the right the stewardess sits. Once everyone's inside, the both of them will stand in front, and captain goes, "Hi everyone, I'm Pete Carmichael. I'm a vet, or I'm a veteran from the Great War. moved out here after training. I just, I love flying, so they pay me to do what I love. And then the stewardess starts to translate into French and Italian, and it's like, all right, well, Poppy will take care of the rest of it. This is Poppy. Everyone, be nice to her. And then the man says, the French man says, raises his hand and says, when will we be able to get on a meal? God, I'm slipping the accents. Anyway, yes, when will we be able to get a meal? And Captain Pete looks at him and says, when we get in the air, sir. When we get in the air. And turns and gets into the cockpit. And then Poppy, she introduced like, bonjour, and German Pale, Poppy Gibson, goes through all of that in French and Italian, welcoming you to the flight. There are not seatbelts. Remember this. There are no seatbelts. She directs you everything, and that the pilot is he's never crashed in all his career. That it's perfectly safe to fly with us, Airways International. And she nods, makes sure everyone's in, closes the door, locks it, climbs into the small cockpit. Before she can, the French woman grabs her wrist and says, can I at least get a drink? The Poppy, yes, of course you can. And she'll bend over into the cockpit and pull out what looks to be a chilled, serve wine chilled. I know you do champagne. I don't know wine.
Depends. If it's white, you can have it a little chilled. If it's red, you tend to go more room temperature.
Okay, then it's probably just a room temperature red. And she pours a glass before takeoff for her, because she's going to have to clean that when it spills. She begrudgingly pours that and does that, but with a smiling face. And then gets into the cockpit and closes that door and locks it and everything. And where do y'all want to sit on the back 6 seats?
Away
right?
from the
So you've got the couple is in the front. You want to sit in the back towards the bathroom?
I would rather sit next to the shitter than next to that shithead, yes.
Okay. The door out is at the front. It's beside the French man. Okay.
I figure in some combination it would be us, like 2 of us sitting together, the one person, the one either being directly in front of the other 2 or to the side or into the row right next to him. So whichever.
So there's just 2 rows. There's 2 rows, 8 seats total, 4 seats on each side.
Oh, okay. So then I would guess if Tomas has got the very back, right above him would be Jack and Jeanette sitting together. Just kind of keep the group as coherent as possible.
Okay. So you all sit at the back. The other 2, the man with the hat and glasses and scarf, he sits opposite the dark-skinned man with the turban and saber in front of you all, and there's an empty seat with your group, right? All right, and with that, the incredibly loud engine turns over, and the entire plane starts to shake. It's very bumpy as it revs up and gets louder and louder and louder and louder until you have to scream to speak to someone next to you, and then it starts rolling forward You see so it would be on the right. Those on the right would see the dawn breaking over the Tyrrhenian Sea. Tyrrhenian Sea, I think it's called. Tyrrhenian Sea. While those on the left are seeing the light break across the cityscape of Rome. Or sitting on the left are seeing that. And it rolls forward towards the sea and then pulls up. And as it pulls up, you see those on the left see coming from Rome a caravan of a caravan of cars with red lights flashing on top of them. Alicia coming towards the airport. And the plane continues to take off and then curve back towards the peninsula. I don't know why I'm using my hands so much. It curved back towards the peninsula and Rome as it begins to. I guess it has to take off and then curve. It's a long curve back towards the continent and the Aegean, or the peninsula. So yeah, it's a nice long curve, and your stomachs are rising. I don't know how you're used to your characters. Oh no, you're going to Paris, so it's a curve to the right. Ooh, so yeah, as the left are watching the police caravan are coming towards the airport as you take off, and you curve to the right towards Morocco, or not Morocco. What is it? It's just France. Towards France, or towards Jordanian, or Sika. I don't know. I'm sorry, but France. Anyway, as you're turning north, or those on the right would see as the nose hits north, would see the police caravan arriving in the roundabout in front of the airport. Oh, I did mention also, of course, the airport has a control tower nearby. Sorry. Yes, y'all have taken off and you're heading over the Tyrrhenian Sea, or that section of the Mediterranean near Italy. And as you are, let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break there as we level out and.
Sounds good. While we're taking a break, y'all take a break too. Kick your feet up. You deserve it. In the meantime, also, we live in the internet, and there's buttons like all over the place, and they all do things. Go press the buttons for us. Give us a thumbs up, drop a heart, like, subscribe, follow, share, ring the bell, do the thing.
Thumbs down, even.
I'll take it. In the meantime, we'll catch y'all back in a couple of minutes. All right. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Hello. Welcome back. And we continue with our Call of Cthulhu game, Passenger from Rome. The plane has taken off and turned north, leveling out towards France over the Tyrrhenian Sea. Tyrrhenian Sea. The stewardess Poppy, as she's introduced herself as Poppy Gibson, is giving out or pouring drinks for the French couple, as well as providing them crackers and cheese. It's insanely loud, so you can only hear like the seat next to you. So y'all sitting across from each other with the aisle between you and the bathroom behind you are gonna have to lean in to be able to talk to each other. The one sitting behind should be fine. No one's really talking yet.
I'll lean up to... I'm going to say Jack is the one sitting right in front of me. You take something from the hotel room?
Me? Nah. Why you say that?
You see the flashing lights as we pull it out?
Oh, them? Oh, I thought they were here for you. You know, all shady up there.
What do you think he's got in that bag?
Honestly, if I had to put money on it, I'd say it's Nunya. Or, in this case, Nunma.
Yep,
Nunma?
fair enough. I'll lean back and pull my coat around me because I don't know how the heat's working in these things yet.
Probably poorly.
And see if I can't get comfy.
Good.
Most things are allowed, though. What did he take that wouldn't be allowed? He looked... I don't know.
I'm gonna go and harass the pilot.
Okay.
Not really harass, but
Alright, you
Bag you a pilot.
you walk up to the front and the stewardess Poppy says, hello, bonjour, buongiorno.
what do you want, madam? Moment with the captain, if I can.
Oh, of course, of course. You're welcome to meet the captain. And she'll open the door and yell something in there that you can barely hear because the engine is even louder in there. And move to the side with the door open for you, and you can lean in and see that to the right, her seat is very much packed. There's a cooler and like a small box for dry storage kind of in her floorboard. But you can see that the pilot, he's got his hands up on the wheel, checking stuff. Hello? Or buongiorno?
Oh, you can speak English to me, sweetie.
Oh, good.
I kind of.
Don't get many English speakers over here.
I kind of like bend down a little bit, show the cleavage to shake his hand, and introduce myself. I'm Jeanette.
Hello.
Is this thing hard to fly?
Oh, yeah, it's terribly difficult, ma'am. It's so complex. Would you like to learn some of it? Of course, you couldn't learn it all in just one flight. But
Sure.
Yeah, come here. And he'll kind of maneuver around to try to get you to get in his lap.
This is get weird. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna fly this bitch.
You have piloting skill?
No, I can drive the.
Isn't there a piloting skill?
Here.
I believe there is.
Pilot, yeah.
You got a 1% chance on it.
So I need to do a roll of some sort.
Yep, and you gotta get a 1. So you're gonna roll your percentile dice. You need to get a 1 or...
That is not a 1.
Okay. Is it a 96 or higher?
No, it's a 46.
Okay, it's a 46. There's a sharp turn and dive from the plane, but it is corrected fairly shortly as he says, whoa there, darling. Just give me a few lessons before you take over like that.
What do I need to not fall out of my seat? Is that a dodge? Or just a dex check?
Yeah, just dex.
Yeah. 57 out of 59. I'm hanging on.
Did the Yuppie chick ended up on the floor? No seatbelts, right?
Yeah, no seatbelts. Yeah, they're going all over the place, especially the French people. Their crackers and cheeses ruined. They're yelling curse words in French at you, and you can hear Poppy. Well, actually, you would barely be able to hear any of it. But yeah, the rest of you can see Poppy trying to smooth it over as she's trying to grab onto the top of it and the sides of it and stay up on her heels as well. She does though. She rolled in the 20s, so she stayed up.
Poppy's got this.
Can I take Can I take dodge as opposed to dex? My dodge is better than dex.
Sure. Yeah. This way.
So, yep. So that moves from me falling out of my chair to me like being able to just stay within it.
But yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing Jeanette took the controls.
Yeah, can you tell if the pilot minds? I can't see from back here.
Considering that we ain't doing loop-de-loops right now, I think we're fine. But I would rather her not.
Just that's it.
that's about it. Yep.
Hey, Jack, pull out them rosaries. We're going to need a miracle to get to Paris.
The large, dark-skinned man with the turban and the saber is going to get Poppy's attention while the French couple are just and wiping themselves off and getting resettled into their finer seats. He pulls her over and they have a quiet conversation where he yells close to her ear. You make a listen check if you hear it. Not Jeanette, because she is right up next to the engine. It's literally inches, meter from her feet. Max? No?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. So they seem to have a quiet conversation, and she continues to nod. You can see that, or hear that it's in French, or at least see that it's in French in their eyes. The man with the hat and the glasses and the scarf loses the hat, searches for it, but it kind of or floats back towards Jeanette's seat, right? Rolls back towards the the base there, or in her floorboard, and he kind of sits back and crouches near the window. You can't really see him as he's kind of taking full cover unless you're standing in front of his seat from the aisle.
Said his hat rolled back our way.
Yeah.
I'm tap Jack on the shoulder and point down to it.
It's just a short brim brown hat.
Seeing it, I will pick the hat up and I will go over to the gentleman.
Brim.
Tell me you pull a rabbit out of it.
He looks as you can see that he has dark hair and dark eyes, and the hair is wild. Seems very sweaty and oily. He looks up at you with mean eyes. His hand in his travel bag. What? Or he's in Italian.
I'll
do
respond back in Italian. And I show him his hat. Your hat, sir. Relax. You seem a little jumpy. You okay?
Snatches it from you, puts it on, and yells back in Italian, "I'm fine."
Could I do a psychology roll on him to see what's going on? Or...
Go away.
I don't know anything.
I'm gonna travel in peace.
All right. Actually, yeah, no, I don't know anything. Hey, relax.
Don't make me do it.
Tell you. What did he say? I'm sorry.
He said, "Don't make me do it." At that moment, and you stop him. What? In the cockpit, the control tower from the airport you just left, Aeroporti di Roma, contacts the pilot and in broken English tells them they must turn around a police emergency. Dangerous criminal on board. Captain Pete taps you on the side of the butt, Jeanette, and says, "Darling, you have to go get back in your seat. I gotta get us back to Rome real quick, like." Cool. You there?
Oh, back to Rome? It's this way, right? And you pull the stick, the yoke to the left, pull back a little bit.
Oh my god.
22. I'm still in my seat.
Roll a X check to see if you're faster than his reflexes. It would be a hard check. Hear you. Oops. Cool.
29 and my dex is 60.
Oh, so you did it. Okay. You roll a pilot check. You beat him to the. You reach him for it, and then he goes for it, and you.
Worse than last time. 63. We're all gonna die, guys.
We're all gonna die.
Oh my god.
What else is new?
This is
Okay,
gonna survive in my
everyone
bed.
roll. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Pickle?
This is gonna turn into a game of surviving my bad ideas. Cthulhu isn't this party's worst enemy at the moment.
I mean, you're turning back. You're turning back towards Rome. It's just down and back towards the water.
Is it this way?
Yeah, right. Everyone roll a dex check.
Yeah, that was my 22. I'm glued to my seat this time.
12 on deck.
6.
It's 12 and 6. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is flying around, and except for the French woman as well. She holds her seat. Everyone else is flying around. The pilot, Pete, is knocked out. He rolled a 100. His head slammed against the side of the cockpit and knocked out. The man with the hat and the scarf is the hat's gone. The scarf is there. The glasses, he throws the glasses off. It's too dark with the sunglasses, and he runs for the cockpit, pulling something out of his bag as he goes for it. The tall, dark-skinned man with the saber and the turban follows him, going with his hand towards the saber. And the Frenchman is pulling at Poppy and yelling for her help as she is, hurt as well from being slammed around. I mean, she was not in the seat, so theoretically, when she failed, she got thrown around from wall to wall. And rolled around. So yeah, she's probably a good bit more damaged than the rest. But anyway, please roll another pilot check for me, Jeanette.
16.
I mean, that's a failure, but I think that ought to be survivable.
Yeah, okay. So, as you're heading towards the water, you begin to pull up, and you have just pulled up enough to not slam into the water, and you are teetering back and forth, up and down, just meters above the surface of the ocean or the sea.
I'm just gonna knock everybody unconscious, and then we can win this thing.
That's one way to do it.
A gun is pulled and put to your head and says, "Pull up!" In a strong Italian accent, and you look up to see the stranger that had he's oily and sweaty, his hair's everywhere, his eyes are wide and wild, and he's holding a Luger to your face, or to your head, and says, "Pull up!"
Yeah, pull up. I'm gonna stick a little bit, and then as I do it, I'm gonna jerk it just a little bit and pull out my little derringer, kind of like sneakily.
I forgot about the derringer.
I think we're in a situation where we need to be in an initiative order or a chart. So I need dex not dex checks, dex scores. You know.
60.
40.
59.
That is 60. And then 40 for. Um, and then I gotta do these everyone else, right? Fudge. Then I keep. No, I gotta do everyone else.
Thought I shot her in the shoulder, not the brain. I feel like this is lobotomy behavior. Like good old-fashioned 1920s, like height of medicine lobotomy behavior.
This is just hysteria.
I don't want to laugh at him, but this is crazy.
They're just
we don't even know if there's anything wrong with anyone on this. We're just gonna crash it in the Mediterranean Ocean or Sea. Gosh,
There's something wrong with somebody. I just don't know who it is besides Jeanette.
The pilot, with his 100 he rolled. Oh, pickle.
We need to sidetrack the whole mission. Where you single-handedly kill all the bad guys, the good guys, and you walk away from the wreckage.
We crashed the plane into the sea, waking up Cthulhu from his ancient slumber. We have plunged the world into darkness for centuries. Have a nice day, everybody.
You put me on a plane, I'm going to try to flap it.
Thank goodness that's not how it works in real life.
See why
Actually,
I didn't let anybody ride in the front seat with me last time?
No, I've actually flown a plane before. A couple
Oh,
times.
there we go.
It's a lot of fun. Go do it. It is. I think they still have a rebate, so your first flight is like $50-something. So your first instructor flight, they take you up and you get to use the controls and shit. They don't let you land or anything, but you get to fly. It's a lot of fun. Way better than their trip to Six Flags.
We go 1, 2,
Hell,
3,
at 50
4,
bucks, it's
5,
cheaper,
6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's everyone. Okay, Captain Pete is unconscious. Jeanette, what do you do as this Italian man who is greasy and sweaty points his Luger at you and tells you to pull up?
I pull up
You're going for your gun?
I pull up a jerk a little bit, so it kind of like knocks him a little bit, and I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna be like, "Who are you?"
Roll a pilot check. How well you do this.
All right, guys.
Not how well, if you succeed or not.
That's a 58.
All right, everyone roll a dex.
Oh.
52 out of 59. I'm hanging on for dear life back here.
I fell out of my chair. 86.
74. Out of 60. I failed.
All right.
You basically flew out of your seat and said, "Here, you drive."
Yep. So you go flying. Roll luck to see if you go through the windshield.
DM's gonna eject you. Pickle, you're on mute.
That'd be a 60.
Is that what is that?
The luck is in what points I got? Is it 50?
Okay, so a failure.
I'd like to push. Can I push this roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
How do you push it? What's our negotiation here? What are you offering to do more than? Hey, no, you can't push luck rolls, can you? I think so.
I
Don't know the rules.
think you can. I could be wrong, though. I am not known to be the best listener.
You know what? Looking at the character sheet, I think instead it would be a con, right?
Okay.
If you can withstand it, and you're going through it. That was a bad luck roll. So roll a con check.
You roll 6. My constitution is 60.
Oh, so you got extreme success?
Yep.
Okay. So you go through it taking no damage. Do you want to do you want to try to Fast and Furious grab onto the front of this plane as it's pilotless now?
Yes. No, I'm. Since I'm in the dude's lap, can I slide down where the feet part are? Since I'm not
What?
in it. Since I'm not technically in the chair, I'm on the guy's lap, kind of. Is that can I slide down in between his legs into the floorboard?
You've already made it to the other side of the windshield.
Yeah, you went through the windshield, but not into the blades.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the reach out and stop myself.
Yeah, you hold on to it, the framing of the windshield. The water right below you, rising closer and closer by the heartbeat. Unless the plane is rudderless, it is no doubt going to crash at any moment. What you got? Almost.
Oh, my turn? Fuck is she doing up there? And I'm going to head towards the cockpit.
You see that the large dark-skinned man with the turban and the saber is ahead of you, and so is this stranger. And he seems to be holding a gun pointed into the cockpit. There's a lot of wind coming from the cockpit. Looking in, you can see that the glass is gone, and that is hanging onto the the window frame of it as the pilot bounces around in his seat. He does have a seatbelt.
How come he gets one? And how do you roll 100 if he's got a seatbelt? This guy. All right. Does my friend from Egypt have his sword out? Or is it still on his hip?
Well, yeah, he'll pull it on his turn, probably.
Damn, I was hoping he already pulled it. Seeing that dude buddy has a gun, and I don't see Jeanette in a place. I've got one of two options. One of them is stupid. So, George, call high or low?
Hi. Always.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, we're going for the stupid one. I'd like to take his sword and stab the dude with the gun.
Okay.
I will say in French, excuse me, my friend.
I am sorry. And you pull it from him. Why not? He's like, don't wait. What do you do with it?
Stab the guy with the gun.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing
Make a
brawl.
your sword's attack. It's a fighting swords.
So fighting or brawl. Yeah.
It's not brawl. It's swords specifically.
I do not have sword on my list.
Yes. Does it default to 25? I guess. Any of those? I don't know well enough, so we're gonna say it defaults to 25, like the brawling one. Though.
All right. 90. I'm
Okay,
back, baby.
you do not. You don't stab him, right? Instead, you stab into the plywood door. A nice stain to it, so it doesn't look like plywood, but it's plywood.
That's my turn.
And he yells at you. You don't speak Italian, right? So
I'm gonna go ahead and
he
say
is
that.
okay. He's yelling at you, and then Kareem, he is going to grab his sword from you and try to push you back. Do you yield? Let him push you back towards the door to the outside world by the wing.
The Egyptian guy?
It's closed and locked. It's just he's just moving you back and pulling his sword from the door.
The Egyptian guy is trying to get his own sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will absolutely get out of this man's way.
Okay. Pull the sword and kind of put his other hand up on the ceiling to hold himself steady and yell, "Take control! Where's the pilot?" And the other one yells back something, and then there's an earthly screech from the creature as Jack's turn starts. Or from the stranger. The man with the greasy, sweaty skin. Holding the river.
Well, I'm going to get up from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rush towards the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
Do a quick assess of the situation.
You're going down.
Yep. I'm going to do calling out what I'm trying to do to everybody. I'm going to just yell in English and Italian or whatever. Just stand back. I'm going to try to wake the pilot up, and I'm going to see if I could just shake him awake. In a last-ditch effort to get somebody who can fly the damn thing to fly the damn thing. Because I know I can't. I don't know what kind of check that would be.
Let's go at first aid.
Okay. not okay. We're gonna die. It's a failure, not a terrible. It's 62. Mine's out of 50. So
okay.
I try to shake him awake, and I fell.
So you failed to shake him awake.
Actually, I'm good for this. You know what? We're already doomed. Can I argue pushing the roll by slapping him too? Or is that too far? That's too similar.
Go for it.
All right, I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to push.
Lose your footing and not get or have to make a harder difficulty check when you crash, if you crash.
All right, let's try this.
Losing your footing. Sacrificing it for...
16!
Heck yeah! The slap! He wakes up. What? Oh god!
Grab the controls.
Looks for his own gun and then grabs the controls. Because there's a gun and a sword right by his head, right over his shoulder. But yeah, he grabs the controls and what's going on? And looks out the window to see Janine beating him. And oh my god! Man. He goes into his fighter pilot kind of instincts. See what happens on his turn. Poppy is not having a great time. She can't get away from the Frenchman. That seems rude to call him, but the man from France. Can't get away from him as he is begging her for help to get him up, but holding her down annoyingly. I don't want to seem like it's inappropriate. It's whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, she can't get up. The man with the gun, the stranger, is going to point the gun at his own head. And you see him trying to pull the trigger and just praying to God. Like, you can hear him praying in Latin. And you can see him struggling, the sweat pouring down him. Almost looks like near his throat, right? There's something under the skin as it's moving with his prayer slightly. There seems to be something moving out around it, under the skin, around his neck.
Small question if I can. So I'm gonna wager I don't know Latin, but as an Italian Catholic, and around this time they'd still be saying masses in Latin.
Yeah, you would definitely. I mean, the mass was in Latin in my hometown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're.
Okay, so he's not like saying any prayers to any Cthulhu-esque deities. He's saying like the Our Father or something like that.
Forgiveness for what he needs to do.
Okay. All right. It's not my turn yet, so assuming we're still in initiative, so I can't do anything until it's my turn again.
The French couple yells at each other.
That tracks.
Told you I can get them to yell at each other.
You just took the most convoluted way to do it.
Yelling in French at each other. Lazy lamb out. Stop touching her. She's... why aren't you helping me up? And why aren't you getting up? Stop touching her. And blah, 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 blah. Back and forth. And then Captain Pete is going to pull up on the plane away from the water where it's, like 4 or 5 meters below you. You're about to die, Jeanette. Actually, you might be safe from that height. Anyway.
If she let go while we were at this level, she'd have been okay.
Pulls up. I need everyone to make their X check. And for... I'm gonna get your name, Jack. You need to roll with hard. Yours is a difficulty hard.
39.
Nice. It's success, right?
Yep.
I got a
50
success 49 out of 59.
failure for me, 54 to 40.
Poof. Alright. Okay,
Lands on
so
the
you
pilot
go
and nosedive again.
You go tumbling back, as does everyone else, except for Jeanette. You can actually slide in. Your roll was well enough that you can get back in the cockpit if you want. From outside the window. Then, Tomas, what did you get?
Success, 49 out of 59.
Okay. So you were able to hold yourself steady, and you notice that the stranger holding the gun there seems unnaturally steady.
Like just
His
rooted
feet
to the
are
spot.
rooted there. Everyone else goes tumbling backwards towards the back of it, hitting the chairs. It's fairly painful. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d3 for this.
Luckily, this door I'm up against had a lever for me to hold on to.
And they're the roof. I mean, these are only like 2.5 meters tall. Inside the cabin. But 2 damage to everyone that failed. So that's Jack and the NPCs.
Ow.
Yep. But you're not going into the water anymore. You're still climbing, so your movement would be slower than whatever your regular movement is. But getting across the plane is still. I mean, it's only 3.5 meters or something long for the cabin and the cockpit, or at max. And then Jeanette, you're back in the cockpit. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna go sit back down on my seat like nothing happened.
All right, you push past the man rooted to the floor, holding the Luger to his head, and go back into your seat as everyone else is like. You walk over, Poppy and the Frenchman is there. Oh, my back, oh, my arm, and all this, and you take your seat. Still bolted in. The cushions are a bit messy, but you just push them back down and take your seat. Going up now. Almost.
The Luger this man is holding to his head. Has it got a trigger guard on it?
I say no, because I don't know what that is.
Okay. I am going to reach forward and with my grab hold of the gun, and I'm put my thumb on his finger with the trigger and push. I'm gonna help this man out.
I'm
gonna help him pull that trigger.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to SS, fucking crazy town.
Okay. You put like a warning or something in the description of it. This. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yeah, we definitely should have done a warning, but yes. Okay, you help him pull the trigger. I'd like you to roll
handguns.
firearms, handguns. I think that's at like a default of 20 or something.
I've got a little bit of training in that.
Groovy. Okay, so there were trigger guards. Did not become common until the 40s, 1940s. They were around, weren't common until the 1940s.
So I failed that with a 63 out of 40. I'd like to push that roll.
Okay. Wait, you can't push combat rolls, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I don't think you can push combat rolls.
Well, while we...
You do not get to put.
Yeah.
You do not get to push combat rolls.
So I am
So neither fighting or firearms.
struggling with him and up in his face, and I've got that one hand kind of on the weapon and his hand. So whatever happens next, I want to try and keep a hold of that.
Okay, so are you gonna help him? You pull the trigger.
I already attempted to do that and failed 63 out of 40. So
I'm gonna give you a bonus die for his help on it. Roll another 2-digit tens, and whichever one is lower, take that.
Still failed.
No. Okay, still failed. You can't fight it. You see that, of course, this thing moving in his throat, and then you start to see it pushing in, like these little tendrils under his eyes, or under his skin, pushing in and kind of pulling at the tip of his eyes and pulling them back a little bit.
Right
and
on.
pushing in on the edges of them and wedging themselves into the capillaries and small little veins in the eye.
Anything
Keeper,
you'd like me
can I-
to roll for that?
Yes, please roll a sanity check.
Keeper, can I see this
They're waiting for that.
from where? Can I see this like vein thing going on?
No, but you should roll one too because you were up close to him and you would have seen it under the skin of his neck and stuff too.
Anything for me? Or
You failed the check, right? So you rolled to the back by the time this started really bad enough for that.
so I'm just like arching my back in pain.
Yeah, like slammed up against one of the chairs or something, or one of the other.
Should have landed on the
People.
French guy. I got a
Hold
7.
on. I gotta figure something out. Okay, Kareem's sword is stuck in the wall over where Jeanette was sitting originally. Wait, no, not Jeanette. Jack. Where Jack's seat originally.
I got a 7 on my sanity roll, by the way.
Okay. Then
18 on mine.
okay, that's a success, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you both lose 1 sanity though, even with this success.
Yep.
Then where are we at?
Just finished my turn.
Okay, Kareem. He is going to push himself up and yell out in English and yell out in English. What is happening? Put your gun away! Looks around for his sword and he's gonna kind of lean over and reach for it and pull it out of the side of the plane and lean back. And that's pretty much his turn. He continues to climb. He's got his hand on like his other hand. Actually, wouldn't he go for his sword? He needs to stay balanced. Yeah, he'll go for the sword and hold on to the roof. His hand to brace it against the roof. And then, Jack, what would you like to try?
I'm gonna get up, kind of grimace in pain. Look and see. I have Tomas holding the gun at this guy's head. I'm gonna call out in English. Tomas, what the hell are you doing? Get the gun away from him.
I'm working on it. Dude is crazy strong, all right?
And I'm gonna move myself a couple of steps up to see if I can talk some sense into the guy before I realize, I think, what the fuck is going on. So, all right, listen, buddy, you gotta... Oh, shit.
Yeah, roll a sanity check. As you walk up, you can see the inside of his arm, his forearm, where he's got the gun here. And you can see that all along the muscles are these tendrils under the skin that are kind of Right, they look like they're weaving themselves in and out of the muscle, climbing up towards his hand.
Oh, this is gonna be
A
fun.
little bitty thin. I guess kind of worm looking.
Well, I'm gonna go crazy. 90, which is a failure.
Ooh. Well, this is good. It's just his appearance, so it's not the worst thing that could happen. You lose 4 sanity points.
That is not the worst thing that could happen.
First,
Mother of God, it's happening again.
You got the rosaries?
I can go get him.
No. Don't go get them. Help me out here.
I don't know if I have enough to just like put my hand like not like in a grab motion because I don't think I have the action to do it. Just like kind of steadying Tomas a little bit, maybe. So maybe giving him maybe like an extra point of help or something, and that'll be my turn.
okay. Poppy is still tangled up with the Charons, the French couple, in agony with with them, and then it is his turn. The he looks you in the eye, Moss, in English says, "Forgive me," and he pulls the trigger, blowing out the back side of his face and top side of his head. And falls.
As he falls, because I've still got my hand on it, I want to take the gun away.
Okay. You do. The Charons are still tied up with each other in Poppy. Captain Pete is still pulling upwards. Let's see. Maybe his piloting check. Oh, he's good. He's good to go. It starts to level out. The plane starts to level out. No one needs to roll any kind of dex check for this turn. He has it in control, and Moss, you're right there. You can see that he reaches down and pulls out a .45 revolver from under his seat, and yells, "What's going on?" And Jeanette, it is your turn. You are back in your seat with Poppy and the Charons struggling on the floor around you.
Oh my God! What happened here?
That guy blew his head off.
I'm gonna rush forward. What happened here? Why are you on the floor? Why is he dead?
Just gonna stare at you like you're out of your mind.
You look down, the tendrils are no longer at the skin surface, or under the skin, right? If they're still in there, they're receding, it seems.
Lean in. We might want to ditch the body. The thing that in him might be wanting to get out.
What are you talking about? Captain yells back over his shoulder, his gun raised.
Oh, easy, Pete, easy. Easy
He,
peasy.
he can't really point it at you unless he goes like this, right? He's kind of just got it up.
Yeah, but he's
I mean,
waving
what's
it.
going on?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just waiting for my turn, Captain.
I mean, for Captain, it's okay. It's okay.
You want to, Jeanette? Do you want to try to open the door? Please?
I've had enough shenanigans. I think she's just gonna be the devil's advocate for it now. Yeah, I'm gonna to my compatriots. I'm gonna be like, we need to ditch the body, talking loud enough for them to hear, but not like the yuppie bastards in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a
And
minute.
that's
We'll
your
work on
turn
that
then?
next. Let me calm the pilot down first.
Okay. It's Tomas's turn then. Well, I guess you could roll a persuasion. Is there anything you can command in here? Charm. It's
Well,
like
that term.
up and uglies though, right?
Maybe that guy with the scimitar. Yeah,
Yeah.
do that for him.
Yeah. Try a persuasion.
Persuasion or charm? Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion. Charm, I think, is for bumping uglies.
48 out of 70. So success.
Oh yeah. Okay. He nods. Forgive us all. He'll say something in Arabic, actually. Moss.
Hey, Captain. Don't shoot me. One guy just shot himself. I'm gonna give you the gun, all right? Because you did say the cockpit door was closed.
Oh, it's open.
Okay.
It's been open since Jeanette went up there.
I'm gonna hold it by the barrel and get it into his field of vision. Here you go. You think you can get us back to Rome?
I'll sit in the seat. He nods towards the passenger or the co-pilot.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to Rome.
Hey, there was something wrong with this guy. Like he has something inside of him, and I don't think we want to catch anything. You got any problem with us opening the door real quick?
I died. Where could it have gone? See it live, people. I lost my die.
Oh no!
It's one of my Dexter ones too. It's a blood splatter.
Oh nice.
Okay. What a gator ones. Anyway, here. He nods. We'll get back there. Just close the door and make sure there are no more firearms.
I don't think we got any more guns, but you mind if we toss this guy out? Cause something about it ain't right, man.
Roll a
You want to persuade?
yeah.
Fuck. 99.
Like, I can't do that. Gotta figure out what was going on here.
He shot himself in the head. We all saw it. You got plenty of witnesses, man. Let me toss this body out. There is something inside of it. It's creepy. It's God damn it,
What are you
Pete.
talking about? Something inside of it.
Don't worry about it, Pete. And I'm going to close the door.
Oh, I should also say his travel bag, his large travel bag, was thrown around with everyone else as well, as he was keeping it in here. Okay, and that's your turn, Tomas.
Yes, with one last note. I will move to the door again with my hand on the lever and nod to Jeanette. so that when
Okay.
they are ready, I can pop it open and hold myself.
All right. Kareem will put away his scimitar and Warwick make his way towards the body and let's see how he does with this. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. He scoops him up, kind of by the shoulders, holding his beard up, and pulls him over towards the door, and then and then he goes limp and falls to the ground.
Yeah, shit.
Thomas. Rosary.
Jack's got it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna call for a spot hidden. Oh, everyone roll spot hidden.
Oh yeah.
Fail with a 66.
2.
I pass. I just passed with the 45.
All right. Both Jeanette and Jack can see something is moving out of the dead man's, or moving in the dead man's pants.
Hmm?
God damn it, Pickle.
Jeanette, Jeanette, with your extreme roll, you can see that it's some sort of bug. The frame of it looks like a large bug, maybe about hand sized, from the bottom of your palm to the tip of your bird finger.
Talking about rigor mortis.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it has 3 sections from what you can tell. Crawling out. It looks like it came from his bum and is crawling out the back of his pants. Or down,
Can I shoot him in the dick? Can I shoot him in the dick?
It's more closer to his knee now.
Okay.
I'm sure you can get an angle.
Boom boom.
Do you take out your... Wait, no, whose turn is it after that? It's Jack's turn.
I can't tell what it is, but I could see that something's moving.
Yeah, you can see something's moving in his pants.
Fuck that. I'm gonna stomp on it.
Okay. Make a brawl attack. Hold on, Eds. You have bonus die for your build difference. And then you take another double-digit 10 and take the lower when you roll it. But it is a hard check, hard difficulty.
Okay.
You have a bonus
Alright,
die,
so
and it's a hard difficulty brawl.
So I'm looking for half, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You have the bonus die, and you take the lower of the double digit.
This is hilarious. So both of them are the same. They're both a 9.
A 9 total or a 90 something?
No, both are both dice 009.
Nice. That's awesome. All right, you stomp on it. What is your unarmed damage?
Double check.
What is your unarmed damage? It should be a D3 plus something, maybe.
D3 plus damage bonus, which is 1d4.
Oh, that's also an extreme success, and you're the instigator, so you do max damage. So it's 3 plus what was it? D3 plus what?
1d4.
Okay, so it's a total
7.
of 7 plus your damage bonus roll again.
Nice.
So 1d4 plus 7.
And I rolled the 4. So 11
Nice.
total damage.
Wow. All right.
Thank
11
God.
total. Oh my gosh, you hear a huge crunch and can feel something go liquid in it, and you hear a tiny really, really high pitched coming from his pants. And then whimpering as you take your foot away.
All right.
I would do the same thing.
I mean,
It
I
is
do
really
the same
high
thing
pitched.
too. That's great. It can cry some more. Let it cry more until it stops crying.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I had another action, if I had another action to stamp on it again, I'd stamp on it again. But I do not. So I will graciously cede my turn with rolls that I could like. This is what I get for rolling the 90 on my sanity roll.
Yeah, when all of you hear that, I actually want a sanity check.
Well, here we go.
So that's fair.
All right, before I do that, I have the picture. I have the picture just for posterity purposes. That's more like it.
I
The
just
sanity
passed
check
the same.
was a failure for me. 85 out of 79.
All right. You lose 1 sanity.
15 for me.
Okay. You don't lose any sanity. Annette?
Oh, that was a pass.
Okay. You're good. No, you lose no sanity. You hear that? Whose turn after Jack? Poppy. Okay, Poppy gets up and away from the Charons, but as that squeal and that streak and that high pitched whining, she is going to look terrified and climb over everyone to the back of the cabin and lock herself in the privy. Locked herself in the bathroom. Then he's dead. He does nothing. The Charons. Someone help! Please help! Someone help us now! We did not pay for this service. A premium service. You will hear from all our lawyers. And they're just yelling as they lay there. On the floor.
Can we kill them? Can we toss them out?
No.
Here, look
Later.
If you're nice, I won't throw you out of this airplane. What I mean by nice is you don't talk to nobody. You'd be happy to be alive. Okay?
Someone else stamp on the bug if it's still moving, please.
Is it still moving?
Captain Pete continues to. There's he tilts the plane to the left. I can't remember what it's called, and pulls y'all back towards Rome, going back across the ocean towards the peninsula of Italy.
Are you looking for bank?
Bank. Yes, that's the word I was. He was banking left. And then Jeanette, it is your turn.
Is it alive?
Whatever it is definitely moving around his knee. You can see that the pants are a bit wet around there, and you can hear the high-pitched whining and crying.
Shoot it.
I don't think I can
Sounds
because
like a
I
tiny little baby.
I was holding onto my pistol when I went out the front window, so I don't think I have my Derringer anymore.
Do you have a heal?
I got a heal. I
That will do.
give it a little stompy stomp. And that's a 5.
Well, you have a bonus die, and it's a hard check, so a 5 is still really good, obviously. And I think you could roll lower, even with the bonus die. So yeah, that is another extreme success. So roll your damage.
What's damage on that?
Your
It should-
unarmed damage, it should be on your character sheet. 1d3 plus your damage bonus.
A D3?
Yeah, you roll a d6 and cut it in half. Like 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2, 5 and 6 is 3.
You got a 4, so 2.
Okay. And do you have a damage bonus on your character sheet? Should be bottom right of your first page.
No.
Okay. So, just 2 damage. You hear the crunch and the squeaking stops, or the whining stops. Oh, there he is. But yes, the whining stops at that point. And you're sort of out of combat situation.
And we lost Jim.
And I didn't get shot, so.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I think camera's probably offline, but as long as you guys can hear me, I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay. But yes, you're out of your combat situation as Jeanette has squashed whatever it was, as well as I imagine y'all have broken the knee of the stranger. You're just stomping on his knee and that bug under it.
Can I check on our friend from Egypt?
Yes, he seems to be unconscious.
Right on. I've got
I'm gonna.
first aid if I can use that to maybe bring him to check him.
Yes, but it is a hard check.
Right on. More importantly than waking him up is checking for bug bites.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 41 out of 50, so I'm guessing probably not.
That's a success.
You were saying it was a hard check, though.
Yeah, you don't wake him up, but you also don't find any bug bites.
All right.
He's
I'm gonna
stable.
Curtis. Poppy.
She's,
Yes. She is in the bathroom. She's locked herself in the bathroom, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm learning my lesson and not going to try and put on video because that's what leads to everything breaking on me. What'd I miss?
I was checking on the Egyptian guy. Can't wake him up. Don't see any bug bites. I'm about to put him in one of the nice cushy front row seats. Just to piss off the French people.
Can we also make sure that everyone stays far away from him after that, just in case?
I'll take the other cushy seat and keep an eye on him.
Also, is the bug dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
A moment later, you see something twitch inside the pants.
Of
the dead guy?
Yeah, the dead stranger.
Everybody want to stomp on it again?
I'll like go to down on it, Office Space, right, where they're murdering the copier or whatever it was.
Yep, the
Fax
fax
machine.
machine or the copier or whatever.
It's probably wise to throw him out.
I was gonna say, Captain, we got a bug here that's gonna infect everybody if we do not throw this body out. We are throwing the body out.
Please don't. No, we're in Rome. And if frowned upon, disregarding bodies like that.
Yeah, dying or worse is more frowned upon. Like I said, I'm not. Hold on, let me get the accent right. Like I said, I'm not asking for permission on this one. I'm telling you what we're about to do. We're gonna dump the body. I'm gonna look at Jeanette. Stay away from the legs. And don't get bit. And I'm going.
Wear your rosary. Just.
I'm gonna reach. I'm just gonna pull a little part of the rosary beads out of my pocket. You don't wear it like a necklace.
Hey, hold on a second, you two. I'm going to go dig around the cabin for Dude Buddy's bag.
Okay. You find that it is fairly heavy, but also feels kind of empty-ish. There's definitely some heavy stuff in it.
It's guns.
I'll open it up.
Okay, inside is what looks to be a broken, multi-inch thick iron cross. Where it snapped is kind of diagonal between the cross section, right? So that you have kind of two angles. And you see inside of where it's split this kind of spherical emptiness that would have fit together, and on it is this color you can't quite make out. It's both orange and pink and purple and blue and red and messing with your mind. Please roll a sanity check.
Oh, by the skin of my teeth, 77 out of 78.
All right. You lose 10 sanity.
Love that.
As this color you can't describe is a color not of Earth. Perhaps this reality.
Going to sit down in the seat with the bag in my lap and just stare at it.
There is also a thick tome and a thick, very old-looking tome that doesn't have any title or anything. It's bound with what looks to be rope through it. It's very old-looking, and then there's also a more modernized Bible in it as well. Probably a passport and whatnot.
All right, I'm just going to sit in the seat and stare at the pretty colors.
It's just one color that invokes your mind reading it as multiple colors. It's literally out of this world.
Love it.
Tomas, can we should drop the body? Tomas.
Huh?
Can we get rid of the body?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Let's go.
Hey, I think we need to go back to the Pope.
Charons eventually make it to their feet and into the seats. They're yelling in French at you for taking their seats. But they look too exhausted to climb up to or get up there.
Now, I'm gonna start very carefully lugging the body. Starting with the head and shoulder, like dragging it by the arms. My eyes constantly watching the thing that's crawling.
To make occasionally it twitches in there.
Yeah, making sure it's not coming up to get me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want, like, if it's gonna come, like, if it starts making a beeline to the arms, I'm gonna drop the arms and I'm gonna start stamping it.
It doesn't seem to, the mass near the knee doesn't seem to be moving in up or down in the pants, but you can see it shifting, and you can hear subtle cracks every once in a while.
Yeah, this thing's going.
And as you do help it up, a little bit of this thick purplish white meat from the whatever it was falls out of the pant leg.
Gross. Yep, I'm gonna get this to the nearest place where I can dump it into the ocean. Or wherever we are.
Okay, yeah. Just roll a strength check to get the door open. Jack, you're free to help, I think. You're not... If you want. Jeanette. Sorry. Jeanette.
Yep.
It's gonna be the difference between a success or maybe a very good success, because 63 on an 81 strength.
Okay, yeah.
So
that is enough. This isn't modern flights where they're multiple miles up. This is 3,500 feet max, and you get the door open, and it flies back and then off into the sea.
All right. I'm gonna start trying, kind of
you can
awkwardly
see the peninsula coming up ahead. You got 10-15 minutes before y'all hit the airport.
Captain Pete is losing his mind right now.
No, that would be you seeing the color you can't describe. I'm going to start pushing the body out the door.
Okay. As you do, I want you to roll a hard intelligence check as you feel this other willpower starting to enter your mind.
It's gonna be bad. Intelligence, you said?
Yes, the cracking in the pants stops.
Please. 14 on a 25 for success.
Nice. You are able to resist it. You do roll a sanity roll as your mind has been invaded. All these thoughts that are alien don't make sense.
Yeah, why is this guy talking to me about creatures from the beyond? Something about a zit that just popped. I don't understand any of this.
Would you roll for sanity?
I think I failed that one. No, I did not fail it. Barely passed. 76 on wait, let me double check to make sure. Nope. 76. It's a flat pass. I had two of my sheets open, the one I've been tracking, so 76 on a 76. I just make it.
All right. You are not at 76 anymore. You lose 4.
Okay.
But you succeeded.
Very good.
Consciousness, and you throw it out the plane into the Uranian Sea. Uranian. Past you. You're already past it. It hits
Once the body is off the plane, I just kind of sit in on the floor of the cockpit, just breathing, like relief. And I'm gonna start.
So you're in the cabin.
Cabin. Yeah, I'm just gonna start.
That purplish white meat is still right there.
Oh, can I kick that out too?
You can see that it is moving, seemingly regenerating as well.
Can I kick that out? Yeah,
absolutely.
Bye. Bye. Hope you can swim. Once everything, all the Eldritch nonsense is away from my view, I should say, I'm going to sit on the floor of the cabin. I'm going to take out the rosary beads, and I'm going to start saying the rosary.
All right. We kind of pull the camera back out with the whole scene of the cabin, and then it goes through the out. Oh, go ahead.
Before we zoom out, can I find out what this color feels like? I want to touch it.
It is the smoothest metal you ever touched.
Okay.
Net. You just take your seat again.
Yep, like nothing happened.
The craziest out of all of us.
Cross my hands in my laps, and I'm just gonna smile and look forward. It's like nothing. None of this.
And the camera goes through the outside of the airplane as it's going down. Drone shot around it as they pull to a stop on the runway. The police cars zoom up around it. Everyone's getting off. They're being taken into custody for questioning. And will we ever see our investigators again after what has transpired here? Will the Vatican secret them away? Will they escape Italy and Europe? Will they not talk about the situation? Simply go on with their lives.
Whole plane empties out. Tomas is just sitting in a seat staring into the bag.
It's got the glow.
Looking at the
It's got this glow like Marcellus Wallace's The Suitcase in Pulp Fiction.
Right.
And yeah. With that, we fade to black, classic black and white film style. The end in cursive with the question mark at the end. Then the credits begin to roll.
This is Italy. Shouldn't it say Finn?
True. Fine, right? The Fine.
Bella ciao,
Because Finn
bella
is
ciao,
French.
bella ciao,
Okay.
ciao, ciao.
Shit, this whole thing went off the rails.
Someone got in the cockpit and tried to pilot it with no skill in piloting.
I know, but it's so much faster.
Yeah, so what's
the
supposed
easiest
to
way?
happen is you get turned around, the guy pulls his gun and is like, yo, you can't go back to Rome, we have to go. I have to stay in the air. I can't. And then, holds it, hijacks it. Y'all have to converse with the other people to take him down, how to take him down, and then either take him down or he unalives himself and the creature gets loose on the plane. But y'all were like, no, we're not going to do any of that.
So I feel like we did all of that. We just did it faster by letting Pickle hijack the plane first.
It's true. That's fair.
I mean,
See, for our worst, this would have been the sanity roll had you failed that, groupie. 12 would have been 26 sanity points. And if that thing would have gotten inside one of your heads completely, it would have been similar.
I've got to start doing wacky shit like this more on TTRPGs.
just crash the plane. Let's go.
So,
See, what's funny is like you were headed to the cockpit, and I'm like, oh, Pickle's gonna flirt with the pilot. Like, thought nothing of it. About that time, said, I'm gonna grab the stick. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. And then fucking Pete hit 100 on his dex check and was just out. And I'm like, okay, that's it. We're dead. Short game tonight, y'all.
nope.
Just imagine if I would have
crashed into the sea, but it could have been fun.
Just imagine if I would have failed waking him up. If I decided, oh no, I can't push this one. Thank goodness. I'm like, the slapping him in the face work.
Until he's dead.
I mean, I'm a boxer. I could have killed him too.
Also, George, kudos to you for just flat out ejecting Pickle from the plane. Just like, get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Nope, you've caused enough chaos.
Oh my god.
It was just a possible situation.
I'm surprised we made it through the damn thing.
I am just as surprised.
As soon as
I mean, you were one bad roll away from the propeller.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me try being the keeper of arcane bullshit, as it were. Because that title certainly fits with this group.
Emphasis on the latter part of it.
Wait a second. Rook. Guess what's coming next time?
Oh my god. I'm never getting in a plane with you again. In the meantime.
But I think next time we're back to Denizens for next week. And the week after that, we're going to just try to start a little Glitter Hearts game. It's probably going to be a couple of off weeks in August.
Yep, so we got 3 off weeks in August, 2nd, 16th, and 30th. But we've got a couple players that had a blast doing Glitter Hearts, so we're definitely trying to bring that back. We're throwing around ideas of what to do for Halloween. I like Mothership. We've batted around the idea of doing a either Strahd or Descend into Avernus speed run and do one long, giant, enormous session. But we don't know yet. In the meantime, yep, Denison's back next week. And then do we want to try and set up for Glitter Hearts on the 2nd?
Yes, yeah, we're gonna do our the pre-game or the session 0 Glitter Hearts because there's we build an improv world or build an ad lib world, and then and then we'll play in it.
Are you gonna bring back the characters from our last run, or?
I would suggest creating new characters, but you can't bring them back if you want. That's certainly fine with me.
I'm going for a new character. Now that we got our head around that system, I wanted to play with that character creation again because there's a lot of ways you can go with your characters, and that the character creation stuff was pretty solid.
Yeah, I love that game. I also, sorry, go ahead.
I'll just say if there's a chance for or room for somebody sliding in after the 2nd, maybe I'll jump in. I am indisposed on the 2nd, so
okay.
I can't.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just going to be a session 0, so if you come up with your character and answer a few ad-lib questions to fill in your part of the story, I don't see why you can't jump in on the 16th with us.
Awesome.
Love it. In the meantime, thank you everybody for hanging out with us, playing games with us, laughing at all of our stupid shit. George, thank you for putting up with us tonight.
Thank you for putting up with me trying a game I learned how to play right before playing it.
And Pickle, what the fuck, man?
I love chaos.
Love you all, everybody.
Night, everybody. Go hit some buttons for us.
There you go.
Bye.